Hey guys, this is Marr here, and you're about to watch a lost episode of the Marr Show. Now, before I begin showing you this alleged lost episode, I need to give some backstory out of the way. Now, immediately after I recorded my Trolleys episode and uploaded it onto YouTube, and this was back in March of 2012 or something, I decided to make a top 10 list of my favorite Super Mario games and only include the main games. I didn't include any Mario Karts or parties or any spin-offs, just my top 10 favorite main game series list. But while I was editing it and trying to get it all together, I ran into a few problems like trying to get my footage to work onto Windows Movie Maker, which kept crashing a whole lot. I even lost some of my audio while recording this, so during a part of my Super Mario Bros. 3 discussion, I had to put text in instead of audio. And also at the same time, I was trying to tie this into new Super Mario Bros. 2, which was coming out during this time. And during E3, they also announced new Super Mario Bros. U, so that kind of got in the way of editing a bit. So when I finally got it all done and uploaded onto YouTube, and took a second glance at it, it wasn't as good as I originally intended to be. Like, I kept repeating the same statement for each game over and over again, and even though this was like my second video of the Marr Show and my first top 10 video, it just wasn't that good, and so I immediately removed it off YouTube. But I realized I can't keep everything hidden forever. So instead of just gather a whole bunch of dust mites on the external hard drive, I thought it would be fun to share this video with you, to see one of my early works and one of my least favorite videos next to my TTTES Dave the Diesel's interviews video, which is forever gone, thank goodness. So before we begin, just keep in mind a few things. This was released in July of 2012. New Super Mario Bros. U and New Super Mario Bros. 2 were brand new, they were about to be released. This video also introduced Winston and Freddy, my voodoo head doll who keeps appearing a lot, so it's important to keep that note. And the big thing is, please don't take this video too seriously. Like, over time now, my opinions change, and I might redo this video in the future, do a little revised version or something like that. I don't know, I haven't decided. And it's a little nice experiment for anyone who wants to make videos to see how much you can progress through time. Like, if you compare this video to like my top 10 my top 10 games of E3 2015 list, you could definitely tell a huge quality difference of how I describe the games, how I format the video. So it's a nice little training experience. So hope you guys enjoyed the lost episode of the Marr Show, my top 10 Super Mario games. So hope you enjoy, or don't enjoy. If you're gonna hate this, I know. So please feel free to throw wine bottles at the computer screen right now. I'm sorry if you didn't want this. Enjoy! 2012 so far has a lot of anticipated games coming out. We're getting an HD Nintendo console with an interesting controller, but has a ridiculous name slapped on it, a pointless sequel to a game series that's already over with, and pancakes for everyone, I guess. And I myself am excited for a few upcoming titles as well, like Epic Mickey 2, Kingdom Hearts 3D-ish, Assassin's Creed 3, Rayman Legends, and recently-ish announced new Super Mario Bros. 2 for the 3DS. Looking back now, Mario has come a very long way in gaming. There's just something about playing the Mario games that just makes each title so memorable and so different from the others. Sure, it doesn't have complex characters, epic storylines, or, if you're extreme, girls! All I'm basically saying is that Mario is one of the most legendary game franchises of all time, selling more than 210 million units worldwide. And even to this day, the series has become critically acclaimed and praised from fans and gamers alike. So, in honor of the upcoming release of New Super Mario Bros. 2 for the 3DS, I'm counting down my top 10 favorite Super Mario games. And no, I'm not counting Smash Bros, Mario Kart, or any other spin-off games. This list is directed to the main Mario series itself. So, sit back and enjoy my top 10 favorite Super Mario games.
Do the Mario! Swing your arms from side to side. Come on, it's time to go. Do the Mario. Take one step and then again. Let's do the Mario all together now. You got it. Just like that.
Number 10!
Ever get tired of saving Peach all the time?
Yes!
Well, guess what? Mario had to save Daisy once too, in her first appearance, Super Mario Land for the Game Boy. Being one of the first launch titles released for the Game Boy, Super Mario Land was a fun, entertaining game that you could take on the go with you. It was like if the original Mario game was ported onto the Game Boy. Oh wait, they did that with the Game Boy Color. But it still gave us a new, fresh Mario adventure that had a different plot from the other Mario games. Think about it. There's no Bowser, no Luigi, no Peach, and it didn't take place in the Mushroom Kingdom. My guess was that Mario got bored of saving Peach all the time, so he decided to take a trip to Sala Sala Lama Mama Shama Lama Ding Dong Land for a different take on things, but had to save this bimbo instead. But to be fair, Daisy's better looking than Peach.
You've got mail.
Oh, hold on. That was a text. I forgot to turn my phone off and all that stuff. Oh, son of a Goomba! I'm not amused.
While there are only 4 levels in the game, it's an interesting experience with its unique level designs. The music was annoying, but good, and my favorite, you can also ride on an airplane and a submarine during the final boss fights.
Number 9!
New Super Mario Bros. For the DS. When I got my Nintendo DS back in 2007, this was my first game on the system, as I heard some good things about it from a bunch of gaming sites and some people who owned the DS, even though I should have went for the more obvious choice. NSMB brought back the side-scrolling platforming gameplay that Mario was made famous for. It has some new levels to explore, introduced collecting star coins, and added some new power-ups as well, including the mini mushroom, the blue Koopa shell, and my favorite, the super ultra-sized big fat Italian chocolate covered dish.
Seems like a masterpiece, right? Well, I wouldn't really say it was as good as Mario 3 or Mario 1. The game was a little too easy and wasn't exactly as challenging as Mario 3. Also, in most, if not all Mario games, you get to travel to all 8 worlds. Well, you can go to these worlds, but for worlds 4 and 7, you have to beat the boss with using the mini mushroom to access it. I don't know why they did it, but to me it's...
Stupid! You're so stupid!
But either way, New Super Mario Bros. Was a nice addition to the series and shows that Mario can still make an awesome side-scrolling game. Come on, it's a lot better than Super Mario Bros. 2.
Number 8!
You know, I talked a lot of New Super Mario Bros. On this video. I mean, it felt like a breath of fresh air to play an original 2D Mario game that wasn't a remake. I'm looking at you, Game Boy Advance. Now, if only they can make a side-scrolling game for the Wii, but that would be stupid! If you're one of the people who demanded a 2D Mario adventure on the home console since Super Mario World 2, Nintendo answered your prayers in New Super Mario Bros. Wii. What makes this game different from New Super Mario Bros.? Well, everything. It had more worlds to explore, harder levels, and the music was at its finest. There are even parts of the level where the Wiimote comes in handy too, so adding it to the Wii wasn't really pointless. It also features the return of the Koopalings, or as I like to call them, Bowser's
7 drunken pirates were the 7 deadly sins.
At E3 last year, there was a tech demo for the Wii U called New Super Mario Bros. Mii. Great title, by the way. All it was just the same game, but with Mii's! There's talks that the game is gonna be a launch title for the system, but I doubt it. What? It's not called Super Mario Bros. Me? And it's gonna be a launch title? Oh. Then what's it gonna be called? New Super Mario Bros. U? What the fuck? But either way, New Super Mario Bros. Wii is a great game for the system.
Number 7!
If you haven't bought a Nintendo 3DS yet, you're missing out on a lot of good games. Yeah, I'm lying about that statement, but still a good chunk of them, like Mario Kart 7, Kid Icarus Uprising, even though the controls aren't that good, and number 7 on this list, Super Mario 3D Land. Like most people, I wasn't impressed with the launch titles for the 3DS. I mean, did people really want to play Steel Driver when it came out? Or Monkey Ball? Or Madden fucking Football?
I'm sorry, but who the crap wanted to play Madden on the 3DS?
I kinda wanted to play Madden on the 3DS.
Your argument is invalid!
But when I saw the trailer for Mario 3D Land, I was excited. Okay, not majorly excited. That was until this happened.
For united we stand, divided we fall.
That's right, the Super Leaf finally returns. Granted, it turned you into this instead of this, but at least it finally made its comeback appearance. Now if only they returned the Goomba shoe. Anyone with me? Anyone? Anyone? The game itself is much more linear and compact than the other 3D Mario titles, but mostly along the lines of the side-scrolling games. You can still explore the levels, but your main goal is to reach the end of the level before the time goes out. The main problem with this game is that it's very short and very easy. In fact, you can pretty much finish the 8 main worlds in 3 to 4 hours. But the special worlds do make this up, so at least we can be proud of that, right? 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 Excuse me, good sir. Would you kindly like to buy Madden on the 3DS for my birthday?
Fuck off!
Super Mario 3D Land. Great graphics, great level designs, and... LEAF!
Number 6!
I don't even need to say anything. Why? Because all you need to see is this image, and immediately your mind is thinking... It's of course Super Mario Bros. For the Nintendo Entertainment System. Even if you're not a gamer, this game is so recognizable that you don't even need to play any music or show any footage. Just say Mario NES and everyone goes crazy. Hell, even a toddler can easily recognize this game. And if you never heard of this game, then fuck! The game itself, what can be said about it? Well, actually, everything has been said about it. It brought video games back from the crash of 83, and without this game, there wouldn't exist the PS3 or the Xbox 350. Heck, even the gaming industry wouldn't be what it is today without this masterpiece. Sure, the game can be easily finished in, like, what, 5 minutes? But still, how can you go wrong with this game? This game is so easy to find that you can even download it onto your computer or onto your iPod.
If you're stupid enough to.
Super Mario Bros. For the Nintendo Entertainment System. A legendary game that got us where we are today. Oh, and the music. Just play as Sam.
Number 5!
The game that took 16 people to make in a course of 3 years. Why I'm mentioning that in great details, I have no clue. Super Mario World not only became the best-selling game on the system, but also a game that has great replay value. The graphics were amazing in bright 16-bit colors, it had great level designs as well, and the music. Just amazing. Although we didn't really get any new power-ups from it. I mean, we still had the mushroom and the fire plant. And while the Super Leaf was gone, we did get its replacement. The Super Cape, which also needs to come back soon. Oh wait, I just remember. Oh yeah, that's right. Super Mario World is fun, colorful, challenging, and also introduces one of the most popular characters of all time. Yoshi! Ah, come on, who doesn't love Yoshi? He's a freaking dinosaur and he can fly! I mean, float for a short amount of time. But seriously, who doesn't love him?
Winston,
Yes?
you know dang well what you did.
Oh, yes, I remember. What did I do again?
You stepped on a Yoshi doll.
Okay, are you still mad about that? That was 3 days ago! How does that even make me a racist anyway?
Kill an unbeliever!
Number 4.
Let me just say that I love the Paper Mario series. It was a clever idea to to bring Mario into the role-playing game genre. And it was a pretty good game on the N64. But before that idea came, we had Super Mario RPG on the Super Nintendo, made by our old friend Square Enix, Squaresoft, whoever they are now. Being the last game Square made for Nintendo before they lost their taste, Super Mario RPG had a great gameplay style, gorgeous 3D graphics, rememberable characters, and the music was top-notch. Also, the story was great, and also you had an evil mastermind by the name of the great and powerful Smithy! Wait, Smithy? Smithy? Super Mario RPG, a great game with a great story. It's just a terrific game. But I'm sorry, Smithy.
Get on with it!
Number 2.
When the first Super Mario Galaxy game was released in 2007, it was a groundbreaking hit. So when it was announced that a second game was in the mix, we were super excited. Originally, it was just gonna be an updated version of the first game, but with all the great ideas that Nintendo had for the game, it was decided to just make it a sequel. The first Mario sequel on the home console since Super Mario World 2. Super Mario Galaxy 2 was not only as good as the original, but was even better than most of the Mario games combined. It had creative levels and worlds to explore, new gameplay elements that took the Wii to new heights, improved graphics, and also features the return of Yoshi. That was pretty nice of them. Oh, and also the soundtrack. My goodness, was it incredible. Just take a listen to this one musical piece here. And yes, just say, the final boss fight with Bowser was epic. I mean, everything about this game was perfect. Nothing wrong with it, it's just perfect. Well, I would like to ask this one itty-bitty tiny little question. What the hell are those things? Yeah, they're just there. Just staring at you. Watching you. And even when you move to a different part of the game, they're just there following you. Even after you defeat the boss, they're just there. Watching you. I mean, are they aliens? Demons? Ghosts? Trolls? Zombies? Eldermen? Fanboys? They're fanboys, aren't they?
Hey, is that Mario? Oh my gosh, it really
Hey
is
Mario, what's up, my motherfucking friend? You know you really look so hip with that red hat. Hell with this, I'll give you all my naked clothes and you just give me grab that overall gear. I love those overhauls because my dad was an overhaul maker. He made some of the best hats ever, any overhauls forever. You know, man, you know you're kid, you should start grab that car and swine. I don't even know what swine means, I don't know what that even means.
Number 1, whoopee!
It's me, Mario!
I know a lot of people will prefer Mario 3 or Super Mario 1 as their favorite Mario game, but to be truthful, Super Mario 64 is one of my favorite video games of all time. One of the main reasons why I like playing Super Mario 64 is because it's the very first video game that I ever played. When my dad bought the Nintendo 64 in 1997, I was 3 at the time, he let me and my brother play with it a lot. There were so many great games on the system, but the one that I played the most was Super Mario 64. It introduced me to a new world to explore, and even to this day I love playing the game because of its great replay value. The game also had a huge impact on the gaming industry. Instead of being a run to the end of the level type game, the gameplay was more based on exploring each level to collect all 120 stars. Also, it made incredible use with its unique camera controls and also made the analog controller more popular. As for the graphics, timeless. I think a lot of people who first played the game just explored the front yard of the castle before they went inside. I know I did. It was just an amazing experience to just run around in an open area. The controls were tight, the worlds were amazingly designed, and the music just perfect. I know most people would prefer Mario 3 or Mario 1 as their favorite Super Mario game, but Super Mario 64 was and still is one of the best Super Mario games and one of the best games ever made.
And those are my top 10 favorite Super Mario games. I hope you enjoyed this list. And if you want to tell me what your favorite Super Mario games are, just put it on the comment section below. And if you downloaded this video by using YouTube downloader, good for you.
Can I come out now?
Sure.
Are you still mad at me?
Nah, I'm not mad at you anymore.
Okay, good.
Hey Winston, I got a question to ask you. What's your favorite Super Mario game?
My favorite? Super Mario Bros. 2, of course.
Rabbit season.
Duck season fire.